When I first started working out, I couldn't do one pull-up. I was 18 years old and only 140 pounds, yet it was still so hard. Every week I'd go back to the pull-up bar, yet I wouldn't make any additional progress. So I thought I just needed a stronger back. So I started getting stronger at other back movements like a barbell row, assisted pull-ups, lat pull-down, yet those didn't help at all. So at that point I just gave up. However, it was the year 2020 and we were all in quarantine because of the pandemic. So I was forced to work out at home with the limited equipment I had. And I only had one thing to grow my back, which is one of those pull-up bars you put on your door frame. One of my favorite quotes comes from Alex Hormozi, which describes the growth of my YouTube channel, as well as my ability to get stronger at pull-ups. It is crazy what you can accomplish when you had no choice. If I wanted to build an aesthetic back, I needed to get stronger at pull-ups, which led from me doing less than 5 pull-ups at the beginning of the pandemic to over 20 after. So I'll teach you how to improve your pull-up strength by over 400% in 3 easy steps. What's the point of me teaching you how to do pull-ups if I don't give you some sort of credibility? As here is a clip of me doing pull-ups now. I added a 25-pound plate and a 45-pound plate to a weighted chain, which means I'm repping out 70 pounds additional weight on my pull-ups pretty easily. And then during that same workout video, here's me doing pull-ups after just flying through reps because I was just trying to show off for the video. So yeah, I'd say I'm pretty good at pull-ups and it's one of my best movements. And again, I'm not trying to brag, I'm just showing this to you so you know what I'm telling you works. Step 1 of 3 into improving your pull-up strength is doing pull-ups first in your back workout. I recommend doing 1 to 2 sets of light lat pull-downs to get your back warmed up and then heading over to the pull-up bar. With pull-ups, I recommend doing 4 sets with 2 to 3 minutes rest in between each set. If you want to go crazy for strength, you can do like 3 to 5 minutes. However, I didn't do that and I was more focused on building my back with pull-ups. So that's why I recommend 2 to 3 minutes rest. Don't worry if you cannot do a pull-up because this advice applies to you and that's the whole reason why I'm making this video. I'm implying that you can't do 1 pull-up or at best you can do a couple. And trust me, I will explain exactly what to do if you can't do a pull-up. But what it comes down to is if you want to get stronger at pull-ups, you need to do pull-ups. Which leads directly into step 2, which is do more pull-ups. I already know what you're saying. How do I do more pull-ups if I can't even do 1 yet? Well, you can't do the positive part of the pull-up or the concentric part, but you can do the negative or the eccentric part, which is exactly what I'm talking about. All right, so to get stronger at pull-ups, it's not about pull-up progression. If you heard someone say that, they are dumb. If you want to get stronger at bench press, you don't do chest flies. You do the actual bench press. In this case, if you want to get stronger at pull-ups, you do the actual pull-ups. But if you cannot do a pull-up, you can still do the pull-up negatives, which is how you strengthen and get higher numbers on your pull-ups. So what you need is a pull-up bar and then a box, but here at Planet Fitness, they only have a bench, so I grab the bench and I'm gonna go use the bench. So what you're gonna do, I'm someone, hypothetically, who can do 0 pull-ups. I'm gonna hop onto the bench and jump up and control the negative part of a pull-up. So go down all the way. Because pull-up negatives on like your lat pull-downs, barbell rows, are strengthening the exact muscles required in a pull-up. But when you first start doing pull-up negatives, what's gonna look like is this. You're gonna hop on here, you're not gonna be strong enough, so you're gonna jump, you're gonna swing, and you're gonna go down really fast. But when you get stronger, that's when you stop swinging by using your core and getting a stronger core, and then stronger lats by going down slower. Then you'll get to a point where you can do 1 or 2 pull-ups. At that point, what you're gonna do is actually do those pull-ups first. So every set you start with as many pull-ups you can do. Let's just say I do 1, 2, and then my last one, 3. What I'm gonna do then is add 2 to 3 negatives at the end of that set. So I just finished my 3rd pull-up, I can't do any more. I hop back onto the bench, jump up, control the negative. To a point where you get to where I am, where you just fly through the pull-up. So again, what you're gonna do when you cannot do any pull-ups, you're gonna be doing 3 to 5 negatives when you can't do any pull-ups. Once you can do pull-ups, whether it's 1 or 2, then you're gonna do as many as you can, followed by 2 to 3 negative pull-ups. And then once you get to a point where you're doing over 6 pull-ups, you move on to step 3. The third and final step of doing more pull-ups is adding weight ASAP. Adding weight helps you progressively overload your pull-ups. Whether it's 10 pounds, 5 pounds, even 2.5 pounds. Adding even small amounts of weight help you progressively overload your pull-up, allowing you to do more pull-ups and get stronger at them. Because your back is not used to moving more than your body weight when doing this movement. So adding additional weight will cause your back to adapt and get stronger. But low-key, you need strong and muscular forearms to maximize your pull-ups as well. And I just gave you all the tips to maximizing your pull-up number by getting your back stronger, but you need to watch this video which will help you strengthen your forearms.